Hello everyone, welcome to my first video on my new channel, which is called Pearl and Pajama Knits. So I've got all my knitwear here. I will show you this later. I decided to do this because I love to knit, and usually the first thing I do in the morning is grab a cup of coffee. And let's see, do I have my coffee? Yes, I do. Grab my cup of coffee, which is the Dunkin' Donuts original coffee, and grab my cup of coffee and light a candle and come back to bed and knit some. So I thought, well, maybe some other people would like to do the same thing, and maybe that's something that people will turn into my channel, which you're on right now. It's called, I just made it, so I gotta look here, Pearl and Pajama Knits. So welcome. I am vlogging from North Carolina, and anyways, I'm a longtime knitter. I'm on Ravelry as Magenta Sunrise, and I'm on Instagram as Maria_Anna_knits. So MARIAANNA_knits. That's on Instagram. So you might want to check me out there or on Ravelry. Okay, well, the first thing I want to show you, I'm very excited about this, is from the Knit Vent. Land of Sweets cowl. You see that? How gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. What is going on with this? All right, it's an abbreviated version. It's a Helen Stewart pattern, and you can find it on Ravelry. It's a paid pattern. It's wonderful because I was able to use all my little scraps of yarn that I've been collecting, or old project yarn from projects in the past. This is a oh goodness, this is from Acid Veil Dye Works, which if you haven't checked her out, she's on she has her own website. She's not on Etsy. It's Acid Veil Dye Works. This is one of her colorways, and so is that right there, as well as that one right there, the speckly kind of oh, it's like a kind of an ashen white with speckles of gray and black. This one was from a project I had done many years ago. And here's another one from Acid Veil Dye Works right there. This is a Stephen West yarn. Anyways, this was super fun to knit because you're supposed to do 25 different colors. I believe it's 25. And I did just 16 because I like the way it fit like this. Put it on and show you. Okay, so see, you can just get you a little closer there. You can put it on. It looks pretty. It's a very snuggly warm, but not too heavy. A little personal note, this color at the top here, the blue and the fuchsia, that is from a shawl that I knit for my mom. My mom died of breast cancer about 2 years ago, and while I was with her in the hospital for many years, I would be knitting things for her, shawls mostly, and the last one I knit for her was in this yarn. And so I like to include bits and pieces of it in socks and shawls and cowls and hats because it reminds me of her. So anyways, there it is. Okay, and so I can wear it like that. I gotta tuck that little end in right there. So you can wear it like that, but then you can also wear it the opposite way. So you get it like that. I think it's a little bit different colors. You can fold it and fuss around with it. All right. So this is Land of Sweets Cowl by Helen Stewart. And if you're interested in the specific yarns I use, like I said, they were scraps. It's a super fun knit. It's easy. You just cast on in the round, and Helen Stewart patterns are so wonderful because you can go line by line the way she writes the patterns. Lots of these yarns were, like I said, scraps. And so, anyways, love that. Looks nice next to my pearls. See? Okay, so that's one finished object. It's Christmas time, so I'm doing hats for family, a few cowls, little projects, so I don't get to do a lot of me knitting, but anyways, I slip in a few, usually a couple day project. And so here's another one. This is the Asphodel hat by Barbara, and she is Knitting I Love. This is her hat pattern called Asphodel Potion Hat, which was a joy to work. So here it is. You can see that. Isn't that pretty right there? It's a very easy variation of a purl stitch that you do. You cast on in the round. I don't want to give too much information because it's a paid pattern. But anyways, this yarn, as you can see, it kind of swirls up and up and up all the way through to the crown. The best part of this hat, besides the pearly brim, is this, can you see this? Asphodel. Isn't that pretty? It's a flower, and you can see that's what she designed the pattern off of, this beautiful flower at the crown. And I'm sure, I haven't blocked this yet, but I'm sure once I do, I'll try it on for you. I'm sure once I do, ooh. See? It's very pretty. I wore it to dinner with my husband. We went out to dinner. We go Friday nights for date night, and we've been doing it for years. So anyways, that is my hat, which I love. Can't really see the crown, but it's there. I'm shorter than everybody else, so everybody would look down on looks down on this and sees this beautiful crown. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so that's a pretty one. Asphodel Potion Hat, Barbara, and she is Knitting I Love on Ravelry. She's very sweet and cute. All right. Oh, that's the second one. Let me fix myself up here. All right. As I said, this is first thing in the morning. I just put lipstick on. I usually have my pearls on when I go to bed. I'm a big pearl girl. You'll see in upcoming videos, you'll see that I'll wear different pearls that I've collected through the years, or that my mother has given me, or I've received as gifts. Okay, what am I working on? Well, I'm working on the Jody shawl. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Okay. All right, come on. This is the Jody shawl by Joji Locatelli. Lots of people are doing it on Ravelry. Okay, so if you look here, it's just very lovely. There's a little, this is from Knit Crate. In their recent, I think it was their artisan box. They sent out these, with their yarn. It's not this yarn, but they sent out these little charms. They sent out 3 of those, and I think I have another one over here. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. See? Isn't that pretty? Okay, festive for the holidays, right? Oh, so pretty, snowflake. So this yarn pattern is the Jody shawl. Super easy, DK weight. Joji Locatelli writes a beautiful pattern. Easy to read, easy to follow. If you haven't seen her, you need to go on Ravelry. She is Joji, but it's Joji. Any of you that are in the knitting world already know this wonderful woman and her patterns. She does all sorts of things. Hats and sweaters. I have the milkshake cardigan on my needles. And shawls and just beautiful work. But so this is the Jody, Jodi, shawl. is DK weight, and my yarn, ooh, this is new for me, is from Suburban Stitcher on Etsy, and she's out of Texas. Her name's Diane, and I will show you the yarns I used. This first one here, oh my gosh, this is the way you see right here. Okay, so can you see that? Oh, it's lovely. Lighting's not great in here. I'll try to work on that in the future, but this is actually a minty blue-green, and it has these dark brown speckles in it. That was my first color. Used 3 DK weight yarns in this pattern. Second one I used is this. It's called Jon Snow. Any of you Game of Thrones fans will know. Jon Snow. It's a brown, beige, taupey. It's got flecks of like golden, yellowy, olive. So I worked that in as my second color. You can see I'm fading it into that using the pattern. And then my last color, and this is the one that's going to be on the bottom. This is also by Suburban Stitcher. See? There she is. Backwards, I know. Sorry. Suburban Stitcher. This is Doily, which is just a very beautiful creamy white, but in it, it has flecks of, you see? Like that. Little yellowy flecks. Not flecks, but kind of like a tonal part on there. And it's just lovely. So the bottom of the shawl is... I didn't bring the pattern with me, but the bottom of the shawl has a nice, easy lace work at it. So be this, and at the bottom, I'll transition into this. Oh, so beautiful. Anyways, beautiful. Loving working DK weight shawls lately. They're just easy and fun. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to tell you? I don't think I told you this at the beginning. You are on my channel called, so new I have to keep looking at it. See? I already write it down. Pearl and Pajama. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay. Ah, getting all worked up. Pearl and Pajama Knits. And I'm going to also show you every episode, channel, whatever they are. Every one. Please subscribe. It's lonely over here. This is my candle of the day. Honestly, folks, I knit and drink tea or coffee, and I have a candle of the day. And this will be burning all day. This is 'Tis the Season, which is from Bath and Body Works. And it's a beautiful cinnamon vanilla. Oh, it's not too overbearing, but it's just lovely. You gotta be careful with these because these are hot. So, okay, that's that. All right, so last thing I want to show you, and this is on my Instagram, under knit why not, the hashtag knit why not, but it's KNITWHY KNOT, knit why not, hashtag knit why not. Every Friday I try to cast on something that's just for me. Oh my goodness gracious. Dear Lord Almighty. Okay. Oh my God. This is getting worse. Okay. Anyways, I got a new yarn in the mail yesterday from, here you go. It's called Color Pearl. They're on Etsy. My goodness gracious. Color Pearl. And, this is called Roasted Rhubarb. Roasted Rhubarb. Okay. It is a DK weight, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. 231 yards, so you get good yardage on it. Want to see what roasted rhubarb looks like? Da, 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 da. Bam! Oh my goodness gracious. It is... I wouldn't even, this is like a strawberry brown and a little darker cocoa brown and just, oh, you can see on the strand. Maybe you can't, but anyways, you get a good idea of the colors shift, the transition. See, we get into this. Oh, come on. It's beautiful. So my weekend knit why not